In LLED 200, we will be using the term metafunction. Function means what the language is doing, or its purpose. And meta is a prefix in English that means something bigger or more abstract. A metafunction is a way of classifying different purposes of language. We'll be using three metafunctions: content, organization, and interpersonal positioning. Let's start with content. We use language to talk about our experiences and our ideas. When we think about content, we typically think about nouns, verbs, and other words that hold a lot of meaning. We might also think about communicating about time and place and other ideas. This is all content. Organization is another metafunction that we will use. You can think about some common examples of how different types of communication, we'll call them genres, are organized. A recipe needs to be organized in the order of the steps. A video game is organized by the levels of difficulty. Academic writing tends to be highly organized. Academic journal articles, for example, often use sections to organize the content. Common sections include an introduction, a method section, the results, and discussion and conclusions. The last metafunction is interpersonal positioning. This may seem difficult, but let's break the word down. Inter in English means between. Personal refers to people. And position is where you stand or where your place is. Interpersonal positioning then means where you stand in relationship to your audience. We don't just write about things, we're also writing to people. Who's reading what you wrote, and how do you want to position yourself with that specific audience? Are you talking to friends, other academics, or perhaps to people who have very different beliefs than your own? Choosing our language carefully to communicate with a specific audience is interpersonal positioning. The three metafunctions are always happening at the same time, and no one metafunction is more important than the others. We will use these three lenses to look at our writing throughout LLED 200.